This message is for you. Don't scroll, don't look away, don't let your heart pretend it didn't see this. Today only, heaven opened a gate that was locked for ages. God says your name has been called in the throne room. God says, my child, I am speaking directly to you now. This is not by accident. This is not coincidence. It is not random. This message carries fire, it carries life, it carries $1 trillion miracle that is being released in your name right now. God says, you prayed, you cried, you whispered in the dark, and you thought I didn't hear. But today I am showing you that your tears were collected, your cries were stored, and your prayers became a decree in heaven. And now heaven is opening the vault in your name. God says, you think it is money only, but it is more than money. I am releasing health into your body, peace into your mind, restoration into your relationships, and doors that no human could open. I am canceling debts, I am overturning judgments, I am shifting nations just for your sake. Don't try to skip this, because skipping this means turning your back on a destiny-altering moment. God is begging you, don't walk away from this, because this is the day I wrote about you before you were even born. This is the day I chose to lift you. God says, every delay is breaking. Every chain is shattering. The curse that followed you is ending today. Heaven's treasury is releasing what belongs to you. People laughed at you, they said you will never rise, they said your hands will always stay empty, but I am proving them wrong. I am clothing you with glory, with abundance, with a miracle so big that even those who doubted will fall silent. The miracle is not just wealth, it is authority, favor, breakthrough, and a seat at the table where kings gather. God says, do you feel that trembling in your heart while reading this? That is my spirit confirming that this word is yours. This is not for someone else. This is not a message that you stumbled upon. This is your scroll, written with your name, sealed with my hand, and released into your timeline today. The enemy tried to bury this, he tried to block this, he sent distractions so you would never see this moment. But I have overcome every trick. That is why you are reading this now, because I willed it. Listen carefully. God says, don't be afraid of how big this is. Don't question how it will happen. I am the God who created galaxies, who commands oceans, who tells the sun when to rise and set. I am not limited by human systems, by governments, by banks, by bosses, by enemies, by family, or by time. I am moving supernaturally, and I am writing checks with heaven's pen in your name. This is why you are warned, don't scroll away, don't dismiss this, don't doubt. God says, your inheritance is unlocked. Tonight, angels are being dispatched with keys, contracts, wealth, and deliverance packages. They are carrying documents with your name on them. They are carrying healing wrapped in light. They are carrying restoration that will shock your enemies. By this time tomorrow, a shift begins. God says, this trillion-dollar miracle is not only for your pocket. It is for your destiny. You will fund dreams, you will rescue lives, you will bless nations, you will feed the hungry, you will lift the broken. That is why the miracle is so large. It is not only about you, it is about everyone connected to your assignment. Don't tell this to anyone, because some will try to laugh, some will try to steal your faith. God says, guard this word. Keep it in your heart. Speak it back to me in prayer. Seal it with your belief. The enemy will whisper, it's not real, it's just text on a screen. But God says, when I send my word, it becomes flesh, it becomes reality, it manifests. This is a warning. If you skip, if you doubt, if you walk away, heaven will not delay forever. God says, this is the day. This is the moment. My hand is stretched out. Take it, believe it, hold on to it, and watch me move. God says, do not think for a moment that this is ordinary. Do not think this is just another message. You were guided here. You were pulled here by a force stronger than anything you can imagine. Your angels have been working, pushing, pulling, redirecting your steps so you would stand in this moment. They have been whispering in your dreams, tugging at your spirit, making sure you would not miss this. My child, do you realize how much heaven invested to get you here? Do you realize how important you are in my plan? If you did, you would not doubt for 1 second that this trillion-dollar miracle belongs to you. God says, I saw when they tried to block you. I saw when the enemy placed obstacles on your path. I saw the delays, the betrayals, the moments when you had nothing, when your pockets were empty, when your heart was heavy. I saw how you tried to smile when inside you were breaking. I saw how you gave when you had nothing left to give. And today I say, I am repaying you. You will not cry in vain. You will not labor in vain. You will not suffer in vain. Every tear is now being transformed into treasure. Every pain is being turned into power. Every rejection is becoming your redirection into abundance. God says, this is why the miracle is so large. It is not small because your story is not small. I am making your testimony so big that people will look at you and say, surely the hand of God is upon this one. The same mouths that gossiped about you will testify of your rising. The same hands that pointed at your failures will clap at your victories. I am lifting you not quietly, but publicly. I am placing you where no one can deny that you are chosen. Listen closely. God says, your name is being announced in the spirit realm. Angels are speaking it aloud in courts of heaven. They are declaring, release the inheritance. Release the miracle. Release the wealth. And demons are trembling because they know they cannot stop what I have already signed. They tried to distract you, they tried to make you ignore this, but my voice is louder, my decree is final. What I release cannot be stolen. God says, you will see sudden changes. Unexpected calls, messages, opportunities, and open doors will appear. Things that were locked for years will suddenly open. The people who forgot you will suddenly remember you. The debts you thought you could never pay will be erased. The sickness you thought would never leave will vanish. The loneliness you thought was permanent will be replaced with love. I am rewriting your story, line by line, page by page, and I am giving you a new ending that begins today. God says, do not fear the size of this miracle. Do not think it is too much for you. I would not release $1 trillion miracle if you were not ready to carry it. I have been preparing you in secret. The struggles were training. The heartbreak was training. The betrayals were training. Every valley was preparing you to stand on the mountain without pride, without arrogance, but with humility and gratitude. You are ready now. That is why the release is today. God says, there will be a sign. Pay attention. Within the next hours, you will see a confirmation that this word is true. It may come as a message, a dream, a sudden shift, or even an unexpected encounter. When you see it, know that heaven is sealing this miracle. Do not dismiss it. Do not ignore it. I send signs to strengthen your faith. God says, my child, your season of struggle is closing. Your chapter of delay is finished. Today begins the unveiling of your destiny. The miracle is not on its way, it is here. The angels are already moving, the treasury of heaven is already open, and your name is already written on the release. And I say this again, because God is repeating it, don't scroll. Don't run. Don't doubt. Hold this word like gold, because it is more valuable than anything you've touched before. God says, my beloved, I see you sitting there, scrolling, searching, wondering if there is truly something meant for you. Hear me now, this is not coincidence. This is my direct line to your soul. I have torn through distractions, noise, and confusion to speak this into your spirit. This trillion-dollar miracle is not just wealth, it is the full unlocking of every blessing that has been delayed, every promise that seemed forgotten, every dream that looked impossible. I am bringing them alive again in your life. Do not doubt. Do not let fear rob you. My hand is stretched toward you right now. God says, you cried when no one was watching. You whispered prayers you didn't want anyone else to hear. You begged me for answers when you thought I was silent. But I was listening. I was collecting every single word, every single tear, every breath of faith. Nothing you said was wasted. Nothing you suffered was wasted. Every moment was a seed, and now it is harvest time. Today, I send you confirmation. The harvest is not only spiritual, it is material, financial, emotional, and eternal. I am blessing you on every side. God says, your enemies thought they had the final say. They laughed, they mocked, they said you would never rise. They celebrated when they saw you fall. But they did not know that I am the God who raises the dead, who turns ashes into crowns, who turns valleys into highways. Watch me now. I am about to shame every enemy that lifted their hand against you. I am about to silence every voice that spoke against you. I am about to break every curse that was spoken over you. What they thought would bury you will become the very ground from which your miracle grows. God says, my child, you thought you were forgotten. You thought heaven had closed its ears. But I am closer than your breath, nearer than your heartbeat. I never abandoned you. I never ignored you. I was waiting for this appointed time. Today is that time. Today, the scroll of your destiny is unsealed. Today, the decree of wealth, healing, love, and power is spoken aloud in heaven and released upon the earth in your name. God says, do not mistake this message as ordinary text. This is a living word. My spirit rides upon these letters. That is why your heart beats faster as you read. That is why your eyes cannot look away. That is why you feel a trembling in your soul. Because my word is alive, sharper than any sword, and it is cutting through doubt, fear, and disbelief to plant itself inside you. If you let it, this word will grow into the very miracle I am promising you. God says, the wealth I am releasing is not just for show. It is not for vanity. It is for assignment. I am placing resources in your hands because you are chosen to be a vessel. You will build, you will bless, you will rescue, you will heal. You will not only rise for yourself but for many who are waiting for you. That is why the amount is beyond human imagination. $1 trillion miracle, because the destiny attached to you is greater than you know. I am trusting you with this because I have seen your heart, I have tested your spirit, and I know you will not waste what I give you. God says, from this moment, expect sudden shifts. Expect unexpected calls. Expect divine connections. Expect favor that makes no sense. Expect doors that others could not open to swing wide for you. Expect to walk into places that once rejected you. Expect to receive what was denied to you. This is the season where a no turns into yes, where impossible becomes done, where delays turn into acceleration. And again, God says, guard this word. Do not throw it away. Do not dismiss it. Do not speak it to everyone, because some will not understand, some will mock, some will try to crush your faith. Keep it in your heart. Speak it back to me in prayer. Seal it with your faith. The more you believe, the faster it manifests. God says, I am begging you, my child, don't skip this. Don't walk away. Don't say, maybe later. This is not later. This is now. God says, listen with the deepest part of your soul. There are moments in a lifetime when heaven bends low, when eternity collides with time, when my voice echoes so loudly that it cannot be ignored. This is one of those moments. I am speaking not only to your ears but directly to your destiny. I am declaring things that will shape the rest of your life. My child, this $1 trillion miracle is sealed with my authority, and once I speak, no power in heaven, on earth, or beneath the earth can cancel it. God says, you have felt forgotten, but I was hiding you. You have felt delayed, but I was protecting you. You have felt overlooked, but I was training you. Do you understand now? Every closed door was a shield. Every no was a redirection. Every delay was preparation. I would not allow you to rise before the foundation was ready. I would not allow you to walk into abundance without wisdom. I would not allow you to carry wealth without strength. But now you are ready. That is why I am releasing this miracle today. God says, do not measure yourself by your past. Do not measure yourself by the mistakes you made, the opportunities you missed, or the seasons you wasted. I am not holding your past against you. I am not limiting you to where you have been. I am the God of new beginnings, and I am rewriting your story. I am turning shame into honor, lack into abundance, fear into courage, weakness into strength. You will look back at where you came from and weep, not from sorrow but from awe, because you will see how far my hand has carried you. God says, this miracle is not fragile. It cannot be stolen. It cannot be cancelled. It cannot be reversed. The enemy may try to whisper lies into your mind. He may try to stir fear, doubt, and distraction. But know this, my decree is final. When I say, it is released, it is done. The angels are already on assignment. The blessings are already dispatched. The doors are already opening. Nothing can stop what I have begun in your life. God says, you will see signs in the next few days. Watch carefully. You will hear your name spoken in unexpected places. You will see numbers and confirmations that will align with this word. You will feel my presence thicker than before. These are reminders that I am moving. These are marks of my fingerprint on your destiny. Pay attention, because every sign is a piece of proof that what I have promised is unfolding. God says, you will be lifted quickly. What took others years will take you days. What seemed impossible will happen suddenly. I will accelerate your timeline. I will collapse delays. I will bring people into your path who are assigned to help you. I will raise voices to speak for you in rooms you have never entered. I will cause your name to carry weight in places where you have no human connection. This is my doing, and you will know it is not man, not luck, not chance, but me. God says, my child, do not be afraid of the size of what I am doing. Do not shrink. Do not think you are unworthy. If you were not chosen, I would not be speaking this. If you were not ready, I would not be releasing this. You are chosen. You are called. You are set apart. That is why you are reading this. That is why your spirit is trembling right now. Because this is your hour. God says, don't tell this to everyone. Keep it hidden like treasure in your heart. Only those who carry faith will understand. Only those who walk with me will see the weight of this word. Protect it. Guard it. Nurture it. Speak life over it. And watch as it grows into the greatest miracle you have ever seen. And God says again, with urgency, don't scroll away. Don't think this is ordinary. If you turn away, you turn away from the very answer you begged me for. I have brought you here because heaven has chosen today as your day of release. My hand is stretched. Take it. Believe it. Claim it. God says, my beloved, hear me again. The heavens are roaring your name right now. The angels are shouting in agreement. The scroll of your destiny has been opened, and your inheritance is spilling over. This is not tomorrow. This is not next week. This is now. Today is marked as your day of release. Today is the hour written long ago for your breakthrough. Do you feel the pull in your spirit? That is the confirmation. That is my spirit whispering, this belongs to you. God says, the enemy is trembling. He knows what is being placed in your hands. He knows once this miracle lands, you will no longer be easy to touch. You will rise with authority, you will stand with boldness, you will walk in power. He tried to keep you distracted so you wouldn't see this moment. He tried to bury you in doubt so you wouldn't believe. He tried to break your heart so you would stop trusting. But you are here, reading, and that means he failed. My child, you overcame every attempt. That is why the miracle is being released without delay. God says, do not be surprised when people around you change. Some will celebrate your blessing, others will envy it. Some will stay close, others will distance themselves. Do not fear this shift. Do not cling to what I am removing. I am purging your circle, I am protecting your miracle, I am surrounding you with those who will not poison what I am giving you. Trust me when relationships end, when doors close, when silence fills the room. I am guarding your promise. God says, this trillion-dollar miracle is not small because your calling is not small. You were never meant for ordinary. You were never designed to blend into the background. I created you to stand out, to shine, to carry influence, to shake nations. That is why the blessing must be so large. You cannot fulfill your purpose without overflow. I am not only answering your needs, I am supplying your destiny. You will feed the hungry, heal the broken, lift the poor, and carry light into the darkest places. That is why I am giving you more than you asked for. God says, I am erasing shame from your name. I am erasing debts you thought would bury you. I am erasing sickness from your body. I am erasing fear from your spirit. What weighed you down will vanish. What mocked you will be silenced. What blocked you will be removed. This is not a temporary blessing, it is permanent transformation. From today forward, you will never return to the level of lack you once knew. God says, some who hear this will dismiss it. Some will laugh. Some will say, it's just words. But you, my child, you know this is different. You can feel the fire in your chest as you read. You can sense the truth vibrating through your soul. That is my voice. That is my breath on these words. That is my promise branded into your heart. Do not let the scoffers steal this from you. What I am giving is too precious to be mocked. God says, there will be a moment very soon when you will look around and not recognize your own life. The change will be so swift, the abundance so overwhelming, the peace so heavy, that you will ask yourself, is this real? Is this me? And I will whisper, yes, this is you. This is what I always prepared for you. You will step into places you dreamed of, and those dreams will feel too small compared to what I actually release. God says, hold this word tightly. Say it back to me in prayer, Lord, I receive. Lord, I believe. Lord, I claim what you promised. Speak it aloud, write it down, carry it in your heart. The more you declare it, the faster it unfolds. Heaven responds to faith, not fear. Faith activates angels, faith moves mountains, faith unlocks doors. Stand firm in belief, and watch everything shift. And God says one more time, with urgency, don't scroll. Don't leave. Don't let this slip. If you let go, you let go of the very answer you've been crying for. But if you hold on, if you believe, if you stay, then everything you've been waiting for collides with you tonight. God says, do you understand the weight of this moment? The reason your heart is beating faster, the reason your spirit feels stirred, is because eternity is colliding with your now. This is not a message for someone else. This is not a message for later. This is for you, and it is for today. My child, I am placing in your hands what generations prayed for, what enemies tried to steal, what delays tried to bury. Today, the seal is broken, and your trillion-dollar miracle is pouring out. God says, I have seen the nights you almost gave up. I have seen the moments you asked, God, are you even real? Do you even see me? Do you even hear me? And my answer is this, yes, I saw you when you were weeping. Yes, I heard you when you were whispering. Yes, I stood by you when you felt alone. And now I am answering you not with whispers but with thunder. I am answering you not with crumbs but with overflow. I am answering you not with a small blessing but with a miracle so large that it rewrites your entire story. God says, the ones who betrayed you, the ones who left you, the ones who doubted you, they will watch as I lift you higher than they imagined. Not to shame them, but to prove that I am faithful to those who remain faithful. They thought your ending had come, but your story is only beginning. What they buried will bloom. What they mocked will multiply. What they cursed will be crowned. God says, do not worry about how. Stop asking, but how will it come? Who will bring it? Where will it start? That is not for you to figure out. That is my work. I am the God who parted the sea with a breath. I am the God who fed thousands with crumbs. I am the God who raised the dead with a word. If I can do all that, do you think your miracle is too difficult? My child, stop doubting. Just believe. Just receive. Just hold it in your heart and know it is already done. God says, this release is not ordinary wealth. It is covenant wealth. It carries protection, authority, and purpose. No thief can steal it. No curse can touch it. No enemy can block it. I am putting a hedge around it. I am placing angels to guard it. I am sealing it with my hand. It will not slip away. It will not fade. It will remain and grow. God says, I am raising you up not in secret but in the open. I am preparing a table before you in the presence of those who said you would never eat. I am pouring oil over your head in front of those who tried to withhold it. I am opening doors in places where they said you would never enter. Watch and see how I turn their laughter into silence, their doubt into awe, their curses into blessings. God says, you will carry influence beyond your imagination. You will walk into rooms you never thought possible. You will have resources that make others wonder how. And you will answer them with one sentence, the Lord did it. That is why I am giving you more than enough, because this miracle is not just about you, it is about my name being glorified through you. You are my vessel, and I am filling you to overflow. God says, in the coming days, you will notice sudden shifts. What once resisted you will now assist you. What once closed will open. What once delayed will accelerate. Pay attention. Do not brush it off as coincidence. Every detail will carry my fingerprint. Every shift will carry my signature. These are confirmations that this word is alive. God says with urgency, do not doubt. Do not delay. Do not let the enemy steal this moment with fear or unbelief. Say it now, I receive it, I believe it, I claim it. The heavens are waiting for your agreement. Angels are waiting for your yes. This trillion-dollar miracle is hovering over you, ready to manifest. All it takes is your faith. And God says once more, don't scroll away. Don't push this aside. Don't say, I'll think about it later. Later does not exist for this word. This is now. This is your hour. This is your release.